Hello everybody, a very warm welcome to Azerbaijan. The Azzy Lions take on Manchester City in the Westie TV Champions League, and well, match day 3 beckons for these two. And it's going to be a big one for these two as well, both needing some wins to try and catch up to the top of the table. It's been a mixed start to the season for both Manchester City and for the Azzy Lions too. Azzy Lions of course beat the Manchester rivals last time out on match day 2. City have had a bit of a winless in their first few. Keep an eye for Chris Drews tonight in the midfield. Also keep an eye for Ricky Bansal, the goal scorer from last time out. A brilliant header to take them towards the top half, but not quite close enough. It's a much changed City side tonight as well. A lot of rotation, a lot of rest, given their Premier League and Champions League ambitions are coming up. We need to keep an eye on a lot of these key and big players tonight. Let's see some lineups then. Edward Smith in goal and takes the captain's armband. Harrell Simpson, Brinsmead, Solola, Truth, Heel, Nixon, Hutchison, Bansal and Forley up front. Unchanged for the Azzy Lions. Saxby remains on the bench after his performance against Manchester United. City then, Donnarumma, O'Reilly, Stones, Diaz and Lewis, Reinders, Gonzalez and Silva, Doku, Haaland and Foden. Up front, Foden makes his first start of the Westie TV Champions League season. Oscar Bob on the bench, Kovacic, Ake, Gvardiol, Nunez, Ike Nuri and James Trafford rounds out Pep Guardiola's bench. We're underway then. City visit Azerbaijan. And well, I quite like this about Azzy Lions tonight. They've put this in one of the local stadiums in Baku, not the big Olympic stadium, as you come to know it. Here's Hutchison already! Oh! Wide of the mark and wide of the post. Well, Pep Guardiola. Well, he's having some mixed feelings, especially about the Champions League draw. Real Madrid in the round of 16. Most ideal state. You could have had Benfica if they progressed through. Haaland on the run now. Across the box, looking for Phil Foden. He came clattering in and he goes to ground. He went absolutely flying. Here's Hutchison. Sends Nico Gonzalez to the floor. Lewis almost there. Well, it's a 0-0 draw and a 1-1 draw to the Spanish giants, Barcelona and Real Madrid. The Manchester City. The Azzy Lions, of course, lost to Madrid on the opening day and beat Manchester United. A win and a loss each keeps them above Manchester City. So this is a big, currently mid-table clash, but I'm sure will change. Heel into Drews, played forward for Bansal. Here's Ethan Hutchison. Hutchison in the box. Good save, Donnarumma. Bansal on the end of it and clattering over. And that is a penalty for that Manchester City will have to face. And the Azzy Lions have a very early penalty. And he went in it. Oh, he did clatter. He clattered Bansal in the process. I mean, annoyingly unfortunate for City, but Ethan Hutchison steps up now to take the Azzy Lions into the lead. Great penalty from Ethan Hutchison. Rocketed home. And City are behind already in Azerbaijan. It's been a perfect start from Ethan Hutchison. And well, perfect penalty too, past Donnarumma. Wrong foots him. There he goes. Donnarumma dives before, but, well, you know you got your foot wrong. There's no point in even diving for it. Aussie Lions then break our deadlock. Finally, we see some goals. Here's Tijani Reinders. City already looking to try and come back from this. They've not had the... City haven't had the best season, let's say. They're in a bit of renewal, but the Aussie Lions already showing they can lead City. Stones forward to Haaland. Gonzalez into Bernardo Silva. Nico Gonzalez again. Wide to Oscar Bob. Phil Foden's on the edge. Hutchison into Bansal. Heel forward to Ricky Bansal now. Ricky Bansal looking to make it 2 for the Aussie Lions. He does! Oh, hits the bar! Said he does a bit too soon. What a hit that was from Ricky Bansal. And that bar is still shaking. I can see it from here in the commentary box. Solola. The Aussie Lions are really switched on at the minute. They're taking the game to City. Druce. Birthday the other week. Happy birthday to Chris Druce. Ethan Hutchison. Here's Bansal again. Oh, brilliant! It's almost a copy of what he did last week. Ricky Bansal once again for the Aussie Lions. And both Manchester clubs have seen him rise highest. It's almost a rinse and repeat. Tell you what, we'll put it... Eat, sleep, header, repeat. What a brilliant goal that is from Ricky Bansal. The pass from Hutchison was even better. Just the dinked ball forward, and City are 2-0 down here in Azerbaijan. And this Westie TV Champions League is looking a lot harder now for Manchester City. They're looking like they're going to go winless. Ruben Diaz. Ricky Bansal putting the pressure on. Haaland into Reinders. Too slow. Played into Nico Gonzalez. Reinders to Haaland again. Wide into Rico Lewis. Oh, great save, Smith. Palmed wide. And Yeremi Doku. Almost already substitutions for City. This can't be for injury. Surely it can't be for injury. Oh, well, Omar Mama, she's scored for City. The only goal so far for City this season. He's scored by Omar Marmush, and he's on for the Citizens. Gonzalez. Ruben Diaz. Bernardo Silva. Good save, Smith again. And that's going to be the half-time whistle too. Half-time here in Baku. And, well, this has been a very slow day at the office for Erling Haaland, for sure. But at the half-time break then, the Aussie Lions, for a penalty from Ethan Hutchison and a Ricky Bansal header. Aussie Lions 2, City 0. Well then. Second half underway. City chasing the game. They've been in this situation before. Here's Haaland. Druce into Ethan Hutchison. There's a lot of space. Bansal. Here's Nicholas Forley. Great save, Donnarumma. What a superb stop that is from the Italian. Put up a wall, and that's a fantastic stop. Here's Ben Nixon. Dan Heel. Oh, brilliant! What a goal by Dan Hill! The man is back again. And it's even better than all the ones we've seen so far. Up past Donnarumma. And the Aussie Lions are 3-0. What a brilliant game this has been for the Aussie Lions. They're dominating City. Rico Lewis. Tijani Reinders. Wide to Phil Foden. Played into Bernardo Silva. Marmush. Haaland cut out by Brinsmead. Heel played forward. And now Nick Forley's on the run. Good play. Forley and Nixon. Ricky Bansel's being taken to a side. Dan Hill tried to play it back in past Stones, but not quite enough. Max Brinsmead takes Haaland out of the game. Brilliant work from the English centre-back. And well, the Lions haven't stopped roaring. It's Bernardo Silva, a little bit of a mess, and I think he went into the back of the player anyway. Saxby's going to come on for Ben Nixon. Little by little, it will go forward. And the Aussie Lions are still, and Dan Hill going aerial as well. With there was footage of him doing a tackle the other week that every referee in the country said was a yellow card, but he doesn't think so still. So I'll have to find that video in the archive somewhere. Bernardo Silva, Rico Lewis, Druce, Simpson hacked clear, 20 minutes left to go here in Baku, and it looks like it's going to be the Aussie Lions' night. Bernardo Silva, Nico Gonzalez, O'Reilly, Marmush, Lewis, Bernardo Silva, Smith, hacked in by Haaland, and that is a goal that puts City back in with it. And I'm not sure why we're doing this celebration with the manager when we're 3-1 down and there's a chance to maybe get this back on level terms. It's a good save from Smith in the first place, and it's just unfortunate that he couldn't get on the follow-up. Pep's happy. I think surprisingly happy for a team that's 3-1 down. Here's Dan Hill. Hutchison. Across the box looking for Nick Forley. Nico O'Reilly there too. Tijani Reinders. Gonzalez into Reinders again. O'Reilly forward for Marmush. Coming up on 5 to go here in Baku. Foden. Haaland. Played in. Bernardo Silva. Oh, great save by Smith. What a top stop that was. And well, Bansal comes off his early header. Enough to put them in front, and Gerbalani comes on for him. And I think that's Ait Nouri coming on too for Ruben Dias. Forley goes down. Reinders. Marmush cut out by Brinsmead. Now I think this should be it. Aussie Lions will have 3 points in the bag. And they'll shoot right up the table. Dan Hill wants a fourth. I think you should go for a fourth. Why not? Marmush. Ait Nouri plays it forward, and that's it. Aussie Lions roar again against Manchester clubs. It's another win in the playbook for the Aussie Lions. And the show goes on in what's been their toughest fixtures yet. The FBC are 5-8 on match day 4, but the full-time whistle here in Baku. Aussie Lions 3, Manchester City 1.